Welcome friends, welcome back to the kitchen. I've got some pork belly. I was over at Blue Sky and picked up some pork belly. And I had this giant plan of what I was going to do with the pork belly. Um, I was going to put it out on the smoker. So I've got the smoker going outside, set to about 250 degrees Fahrenheit. Bought a piece of pork belly. I was going to cut it in half. I was going to put two different types of rub on it. This one is just salt and pepper, 50-50 salt and pepper. This is our ribbon chicken rub, and you can find that recipe down below, or probably a link to the video where I make this. I was going to put them out on the barbecue. On the smoker. I was going to put them out on the smoker and cook them to about 160, 170 degrees Fahrenheit, and then wrap them. And the one with the salt and pepper, I was just going to wrap straight up in butcher paper. The one with the ribbon chicken rub, my plan was to wrap that one up, but squirt in some of our homemade barbecue sauce in with the paper. A little bit of cross-contamination. I'm not going to worry too much about that. It'll be okay. Back of my brain, something about it in the back of my brain that sounded really familiar. If you don't know, I've been here on YouTube. I've been making these cooking videos on YouTube for 17 years. Our 17th anniversary just went past a few weeks ago. So I went back and I looked, and sure enough, I did pretty much exactly the same thing 5 years ago. And if I went back a little bit farther, there is a hidden video that you can't see anymore from 12 years ago. Exactly the same thing. So my memory's getting bad, or I just really like this so much, I can't wait to share it with you again and again and again and again. So, well, that's not good. Let's see. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Get a spoon and a bowl. Stuff happens in the kitchen. Stuff happens in the kitchen. You're going to have equipment failure. Things are going to go terribly awry. It's not a big deal. I used a little bit more of that spice rub than I wanted to. It's going to end up going in the trash because now it's contaminated. Totally fine. Don't let those things sort of get you down in the kitchen. Recover quickly and move on. Okay, so then I thought, maybe I shouldn't do it because I've done it a couple times in the past. And then I thought, there's probably nobody watching today that was watching 12 years ago. Probably nobody, or very few. And if you were watching 12 years ago, you've probably forgotten it. If you're watching 5 years ago, you might remember, but I've got a lot of new viewers since then again as well. So I'm going to redo it. I know I love this. I'm pretty sure you're going to love it too. So out to the smoker we go. Okay, so I've got the smoker going, set it to about 250 degrees. By strange coincidence, I am burning your favorite brand of pellet in your favorite wood combination. Funny how that works out. I'm using exactly what you use at home that you think is great. Set to 250, there's lots of fluctuations. I mean, it's a fire burning inside, and as much as there's temperature control, it's going to fluctuate up and down. I'm going to stick this on. I'm not going to put a temperature probe in off the top. I'm going to let it go maybe 3 hours before I start checking the temperature. And once I put it on, I'm not going to lift this lid for at least 3 hours. Okay, the pork belly is ready to come off, so I'm going to keep them separate. And we'll bring them in to wrap. Okay, these smell really good. This is the one with the... Yes, that's the one with the ribbon chicken rub, and this is the one with just the salt and pepper. Ribbon chicken rub. Oh, some juice there. Looks great. Now, ribbon chicken rub is going to get some of our barbecue sauce. Just about that much. And I'm not going to worry about slathering it around. It will, once I wrap this up, it'll get all inside. Right, so I pulled these off of the smoker at about 160 degrees Fahrenheit. This one, nothing. I'm not going to put anything on it at all. I'm just going to wrap it up. These are going to go back out onto the smoker until around 200 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, once these are wrapped, they could go in your oven at the same temperature, but I've got something else going here today, so I'm going to put them back on the smoker since it's hot and running. When the internal temperature reached 200 degrees Fahrenheit, I pulled them off the smoker and put them in this cooler to rest for about a half an hour. Okay, so unwrapping, not pretty. At the barbecue joints, they always make the unwrapping look so pretty. There we go.
Hey, Glenn.
Hey, Jules.
Hey, friends.
Oh, it's just fallen apart.
You've had a busy day at the smoker.
So I may have taken the temperature a little bit far. Oh, no, this one's coming apart nicely. Yeah.
Same. Oh, they look different.
Only salt and pepper.
Okay.
This is our chicken and rib rub
Okay.
with some of our barbecue sauce on top.
Okay. You want to cut that a little smaller for me, please? Thank you. Appreciate it. Apparently Glenn likes that one.
Yeah. That's good. That's good. Juicy. I mean, it's falling apart. It really is falling apart.
It's got a nice tang to it.
The salt and pepper one. That's all it takes is salt and pepper. Really. Yeah.
You don't always have to overthink it.
No.
No.
You can make it really simple. Now here's the thing. You buy a piece of pork belly. Why not cut it in half and do it two different ways? No one says you
Why not?
Why not? Why not try something? Or even cut a third off and try something really wild. Like, I don't know. I know.
I'm like, oh, well then, what could it be?
I mean, tandoori spice.
Yes.
Put tandoori on
Well,
it.
see, I was thinking you could go with something like with a peachy theme to it somehow,
Harissa.
right?
Or some sort of fruit base, like a mango.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
I mean, what?
So much you could do. And even though there's pork belly in that pork and beans over there,
Yes.
this is really good.
It is very good. Glenn's going to keep eating, so thanks for stopping by. See you again soon.
Have you got your apron yet? Links below for the aprons.